love it. Absolutely love it. Hello, what's happening? Alright, so just got down to Raslarr now. Super excited about this part because it's modification. She doesn't like modification. So I got Rob here from Raslarr. Hey, I'm
Morning.
He's going to be the awesome man that's going to just transform this car from
Going to be very different.
stock as a rock to awesomeness. What are you, in 2 days?
Yep, 2 days.
2 days for the entire car. That's pretty quick, actually. I'm impressed with that.
Got a bit of an exciting new part to go on, which we'll see at the end.
Ooh, new parts. So this is going to be the first one you're going to use on my car.
Yeah.
We'll mention it later, but first one for there. So there's going to be a new release on here as well. So that's going to be super cool. All right, let's have a bit of a look around on a pre, and then once it's finished as well, we'll do a post look as well. And we'll do a bit of an install and a factory walk around while we're here. Let's go. That's the car all stripped out there. Rear bar's ready to go. This new and improved idea that Rob's come up with is, what do we got?
This is our first prototype of our fully waterproof sealed plug and play loom. So this is the sample. We're just doing a dummy fit on your car. So everything, all our lights would come pre-terminated, waterproof plugs, sealed loom, and everything down to even number plate light has its own loom. Everything plug and play. Even the trailer plug, everything is plug in. So absolutely no joining, nothing, just plug it in. It should take an hour and a half minimum off your fitting time. So that's the plan.
So pretty much if you know you've got wiring and stuff, this is just going to be a unplug it, plug it in, job done.
It's more the longevity and like, you know, the problem of having, you know, stuff in your connections. Oh, I've been in the beach and my tail light doesn't work anymore. It's that is the biggest selling thing for it, but the ease of fitment is obviously right there with it as well.
Yeah, well you just ship these around the country to anyone anyway, so if someone fits at home,
someone fitting at home,
it's going to be heaps easier.
Plug in, and to give you an idea, like normally you have to buy the genuine Nissan trailer plug loom, which is, you know, depending on Toyota, Nissan, whatever, $200-300 just for that section. It'll all be part of the system.
Yeah. Cool, there you go. There's a pretty cool idea actually. Alright, so with that little wiring in there, that's actually a little idea that Rob's come up with altogether. It's actually a really cool idea for not just for ease of use or ease of installation for himself, but obviously if you buy a kit you can take it home and it's a lot easier to install. It's also for other shops as well, because some mechanical shops aren't auto electricians, so their wiring skills aren't exactly up to scratch. So it's going to be better quality control across the board for all of these products moving forward, whether that be rear bars, front bars, all the rest of it, because if it's all just plug and play, there's nothing to really go wrong with it, which is perfect. Alright, so I've been down here for about a day and a half now, and the car is looking absolutely mint. Before we go through some of the reveal part of the car though, I said I was going to do a bit of a quick factory walk around because these guys make everything in-house pretty much. So I just want to basically show you guys what they do. Of course, that's lunch bell. So we've got Rob, we're just going to do a quick walk around for everything we do here. So we'll probably start off in the other factory, some of the manufacturing part of. So what do you do in this section of factory?
This is where everything's basically assembled and welded together. So everything is prepared in that side, so all the bending, tube bending, folding, everything, and then it's actually assembled in this side. So all the stuff is on the pallets here ready in kit form. So basically every pallet is 10 of whatever that job is.
Yep.
And then the boys put it together in each bay.
Awesome. So talking specifically about like the rear bars and stuff.
Yep.
I think we've got one just set up.
I guess one of our main things is our rear bars, we try and keep them as one big solid unit. So this is a 62 in kit form. They're your chassis brackets, everything tabs together. This then goes so from your main chassis out to your stub. That is your main rear bar. So stub to stub, everything is one folded, pressed unit out. So least amount of pieces we can possibly have to make it super strong, and that's all 6mm thick. These are all 8mm thick, so super strong.
Yeah.
Almost George proof.
Almost George proof.
It's 5 stars!
Almost. Alright, so it seems that there's no extra joints, no extra, like, it's not bolted together like some of the rear bars.
No, try to just make it, like this is the bit that cops, you know, these cars weigh 3.5 tonnes. They get bottomed out, they get banged. Obviously it gets an integrated tow bar back in it, like in the bottom of it as well. So they're like, I can't possibly think of a way we can make them any stronger than what we already have.
No, well I've given mine, in the 200 I gave mine an absolute hiding, and it was still good, apart from a little bit of gravel rash on the bottom edge. It was perfectly fine after 5 years of me abusing the hell out of it. Already can see how strong these ones are going to be because you get an extra rail across the bottom there with that integrated tow bar.
Yeah.
And it's just so cool for them. Right, so this is where you do all the, so this comes done like, well, you guys fold it up like that?
Yep.
And then you've got welding bays.
Yep, so every bay is set up with a jig. You know, they've got their own little setup. Every bay's slightly different, but basically the same. So all try and get everything up off the ground as much as possible. We've obviously got the massive extractor going. So, and then yeah, as they're finished, they progress through onto a stillage, they get checked. So this is a 62 front bar. So as you can see, they're all steel. It's 27 folds in that end cap to get that new radius, which is, it's all metal finish. So yeah, everything's finished by hand here. So yeah, the finish and the quality, I never get sick of looking at it. It's very cool.
That's pretty cool. All right, so that's some of the folding and welding section of it. But you guys do your own painting as well?
Yep.
So for colour coding?
Yep, so it does a bit of a circle. So from here, it'll go over into our other factory, get sandblasted, powder coated, and if it's not getting anything else done, it'll go in a box.
Yep.
And then from there, if it's getting colour coded, it does come back over to the clean side of here.
Yep.
It gets painted into it.
Yeah, so you got your own paint crew, own paint booth. Everything gets done in house for that, in that regard.
That's from here, if it's getting fitted, it'll just go up on the rack waiting. And then you've got all the fitting area of all different jobs down there. You've got a jig conversion that's nearly done.
You guys do everything here.
Yeah.
I seen that you done a chop 62 not long ago.
Yep. So there's a chop 100 there that's all done. That one's just back getting another couple little bits done to it. So that's got like the full front bar sliders, tray, everything on it. That one's in bare metal. That's about to go and get painted.
All right, so we come across the road now into the other factory. This place is good. It just smells like powder coat.
We're going to get your security system put in today, so there's a scissor and everything in here that shouldn't be in here.
All right, so what are we doing here? What's the process in this
So
factory?
the stillages come over into here, go into the blaster. So this big thing, the blaster's actually inside of that. It's just to cut the noise down. Come out, so these are all blasted, into the powder tunnel, into the oven, come out black. And then yeah, they either go over to paint or Mick puts it in the box. So the packaging room's the one in there, which is all our bolts and, you know, knickknacks, recovery points, whatever the accessories it needs.
Cool. All right, so that's there. So we'll have a quick look in the packing room, just so if you order one of these things online to your house, this is where it's going to come out of. And there, also to suppliers as well.
Bolts, nuts, bolts, tow bar tongues, latches, everything, all the latches that we make get assembled in here.
Yep.
So all our little bits that we get made.
These handles are so cool. I love these handles. So pretty much everything comes here onto the table, pre-packaged. This guy's responsible for making sure everything get out in the right box.
Yeah, so when you're missing a bulb, it's
Love it.